Hi, it's me, Mark Orwoll. Today we're going to be talking about a horrible, horrible trend, destination weddings. There's a reason the United Nations has outlawed destination weddings as inhumane. They're expensive enough to cover a down payment on a 3-bedroom condo in a really nice neighborhood back home. Don't do it. Get the condo. You'll thank me. But some hot-blooded Marian types won't be denied. They insist on getting hitched where they have no cultural ties. The prices are through the roof, and they don't have enough language skills to order a carne di cervo bollita e uova, which I believe is a ham and Swiss on rye somewhere south of the Alps. A young friend told me that they had been thinking of holding their wedding ceremony and reception in Europe next year. It seems everyone wants to be married in the Caribbean or Italy or in France. Italy's over there, France is over there. This young person, whose mother is a Lutheran minister and could marry the couple here in the States, was still set on France. What the couple wanted to know were the legal implications and complications of holding the ceremony in Europe. The simple answer is stop. Don't do it. Let me run down just a few of the bureaucratic obstacles you'll face. Requirements to be married in France include medical certificate for both parties attesting to their health in view of marriage, which I'm pretty sure means a test for syphilis. Birth certificate and the holder's personal affidavit regarding his or her current marriage status. An affidavit of law prepared in French by a French-speaking attorney and approved by the French consulate, stating that the couple is free to marry and that the marriage will be recognized in the United States. That's just the initial paperwork. To be legal, marriages in France must be performed by a French civil authority at the city hall in the town in which at least one of the parties has resided for the previous 30 days. Oh, did I forget to mention that one of you has to move to France 30 days before the wedding? A religious ceremony may be performed after the civil ceremony and never before. Additionally, the couple must post the marriage banns for 10 days before the wedding. Unfortunately, the bans can't be published until one of you has resided in France for the previously mentioned 30 days, which means one of you will have to be in France for at least 40 days continuously before the wedding. A priest, rabbi, or minister in France is not allowed to carry out a religious ceremony without first ascertaining that you've received a certificate of civil marriage. If you're still interested in getting married in France, contact the French embassy in Washington, D.C., and then immediately contact your therapist. Requirements to be married in Italy are even more Byzantine. The documents you'll need to produce once you arrive in Italy include passports, evidence of the termination of any previous marriage, a declaration sworn to by each of you at the Italian consulate that there is no legal impediment to your being married, an authentication of that declaration at the office of the prefettura, an atto notario, which is basically the same thing as the declaration I just mentioned, except that this one must be signed by 2 witnesses in front of an Italian court official. A declaration from the Italian district attorney that the bride-to-be if she was previously married during the past 300 days, is not pregnant. A declaration of intention to marry. I declare. The Italians love their declarations. That declaration can be obtained at the local city hall on presentation of all the aforementioned documents and declarations, and which then must be filed with the civil registrar. Is anyone still listening to this? Or did you already decide to elope to Vegas? Civil bans must be published for 2 consecutive weeks, including 2 Sundays, in the commune where the marriage is to take place. And, well, you know what? I could go on, but I think the point has been made. There's a website called the Wedding Travel Company. You can look them up online, which apparently has some experience in arranging Italian and other destination weddings for non-Italian or whatever couples. They'll assist with the planning. They'll guide you to do what you have to do. They help arrange for hotels, catering, officiators, travel arrangements for you and your guests, the whole 9 yards. I've never heard of them before. I'm not vouching for them, but geez, better them doing it than yourself. But take it from me. Go to Vegas on a slow weekend. Get a nice room at Caesar's Palace. Head over to the Little White Wedding Chapel and drive through Tunnel of Love. Price, $80, including witness and 2 poker chips. And take all the money you would have dumped into Italy and buy yourself a sweet little condo in Pahrump, Nevada. You can thank me later. Hey, I'm Mark Orwoll, at it again, your personal wedding counselor. Mwah! See you next week.
Let the swing begin. Mark Orwoll is at it again, and that cat is swinging. Yeah, that cat is swinging. The party don't stop when Mark's in the spin.